someone is going to get in next year, why can't it be you? If you're watching this video, maybe you've dreamed of studying abroad at an Ivy League school or at a top school, and you're asking yourself the question, is there a place for me? Yes, there's a place for you there, and we want you to apply. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is mariaarogs, and I'm a recent graduate of the Harvard Graduate School of Education, where I got my master's degree in education policy and analysis. Welcome to my video. Just a huge disclaimer before we continue the video. I don't think you necessarily always have to go to an Ivy League school or a top school to be successful in life. It's just really based on the work you put in, and also some other factors might come into play that don't have to do with your education at all. And so this video is not to say that Ivy League schools or top schools are better than other schools, but this video is to encourage someone who wants to apply but feels, you don't believe in yourself enough, or you don't feel like you have a place here. I'm originally from Nigeria, and so I also had this question a long time ago, and so I decided to take a leap of faith and apply. And today I'll be giving you, based on my personal experiences, 5 reasons why I think you should apply, you should take a leap of faith and submit the application to a top school. The first reason is access to global opportunities. This is not one that is unique just to Ivy League schools or to top schools. I feel like if you're an international student, or if you're a student at all, going to universities, you get to meet people, you get to build your network from different countries and nationalities and different experiences. But something I would say that Ivy League schools have a little edge over is the amount of people that are willing to connect with you just based off the name of your school, which can be kind of superficial, but that's the kind of world that we live in. I was privileged during my time at Harvard to co-lead a conference for African education. And I remember consulting with one of the professors, and she said, we don't pay people to come speak at Harvard. They just come. They pay for their flight, they pay for their accommodation, because to them it's a privilege to come and speak at Harvard. And every single conference person we invited, and I was able to join us, did not ask for money. They all came and spoke just based on their own availability and their schedule. They were able to match it with ours, and they came to share the knowledge that they had. And that's something that's very unique when you go to top schools, is that people want to be affiliated one way or the other. And there's just so many things happening on campus. Like, you hear that Bill Gates is somewhere, or Obama is somewhere, or Joe Biden is somewhere. So something is always happening on campus. And you don't always have to be involved in all of those things. You don't have to attend every single one of these events or meetings. But it just helps build this kind of mindset and mentality in your head that you just, you can do anything. Like, when you are in that space and you see all of these things happening, you realize that all of these people that seem inaccessible are actually quite accessible. You can send them an email, you can send them a cold email with your Harvard email. It's just a little bit more privilege that you get, and a little bit more access that you can flex about compared to other schools. So that's number 1. Point 2 is financial aid and support system. So let's talk about money, because money is always the biggest issue, especially when you have to finance your education, coming from a low and middle income country and your currency is not good. I would not say that they give the best financial aid for master's program. I know PhD students get stipends, and it's usually almost always covered for most schools in the US. But I would say there's some opportunities that can help you navigate financial struggles and navigate the financial landscape a little bit better than you might get in other schools. First off, my cost of attendance was $100,000, and my tuition itself and health insurance was about $65,000. I got a scholarship of about 60% that covered that part of my tuition. In terms of the scholarship I got, $36,000, I think. And then Harvard has a federal credit union, and they gave me a loan of $25,000 at a competitive interest rate. It wasn't as high as the ones from other external sources. I also got a credit card from the credit union, which was about $5,000, that helped me with my living expenses. And they gave me a promo for a year. I didn't have to pay any credit card interest rates on that credit card for an entire year, which was the length of my program. And you do have to make a minimum payment of $150 a month for the credit card. But just those things helped me to navigate, especially my first few months in Cambridge. And to cover my entire tuition. And so the only thing I had to think about was my rent and my living expenses. I will also add that they do have lots of campus jobs. For example, Harvard has over 20 libraries. They have so much sports activities, volleyball, hockey, football, soccer, handball, wrestling, diving. It's a D1 school, so you just imagine there's always something happening, and so they're always looking for staff to help them, students to work and support some of these programs happening in the schools. Also different departments, physics, biology, economics, business school, law school, so there's always like job opportunities. And because you have a 20-hour limit to work as an international student, you also want to find jobs that you're also able to do in the winter when school closes. And there are just some of these opportunities that were very available, that I saw was very available to me compared to some of my peers in other schools. Yeah, don't let the finances stop you. It's a big part of it, but it's something to also consider and really weigh your options to make the right decision. The third reason why I think you should apply is because your background is your power, especially if you're from a low and middle income country. You have experiences that people only read about, challenges in infrastructure or in education in your region. And you have an opportunity to share these experiences with people. Your lens is so valuable in these global spaces. You're in classes with people from countries that you've only heard about. I remember meeting someone from Kazakhstan, and I'm like, it's only in the Olympics I see people from that part of the world. And you're just in that space and you're able to share these experiences, and it's so valuable. And the world needs to learn from someone that was actually in that space, because that is so important. Another thing is you're also able to challenge some narratives that might be wrong about the work that has been done in your country and the experiences that you have experienced. And you're able to correct them because, a lot of people from low and middle income countries get to go to Ivy League schools. And when you get there, you also want to represent and give as much valuable information as you can, give the right sources of information as you can, so that people don't keep having the wrong narratives about things happening in your region. So yeah, you belong in those rooms and your story adds something to the world. And it's another reason why I think you should submit the application. On to number 4, the growth and confidence are life-changing. Being in some of these spaces, getting to know and interact with people and hear some of the amazing things that people are doing can be very intimidating at first. And then you get to meet some of these people and you realize that everyone is just a normal person, everyone has doubts and fears, and it's humbling and it's also really uplifting. I don't know how to explain it. And it helps to ground you a lot better. For example, the School of Education, my cohort, we are about 800 students. And you meet people that just finished undergrad. You came straight from undergraduate studies into their graduate program. And you meet some other people that have 30 years of experience in the industry. And it's such a wide range of people, like different people. And it just tells you that there's no one yardstick that is being used to admit people into the school. Everyone has different skill sets, different experiences, different strengths, and it helps build your confidence in a way that I don't know how to explain, but you do feel a lot more confident. We're just all so different, but so unique in our own different ways. And I'm sure every single person has something that is very unique about them, and you want to just build on that, especially in your application. And I also feel like it's also something a lot you can learn from being in these spaces. I'm a very shy person and I'm an introvert. I'm not one that will speak in class at all, ask questions or any of those things. And just by attending classes more and seeing people do that, I feel like I got some kind of boost to ask questions once in a while. I took a class where the professor made it compulsory for you to contribute to class, and I was able to build that confidence. My program was 10 months, but then just seeing other people do it, seeing other people take steps, seeing other people start businesses, seeing other people, be bold about what they're passionate about, helps you also to want to do more. It helps you to want to be better. And so you learn a lot, you grow a lot, you become more confident. And I think this is not just specific to Ivy League schools, to most schools. That's one of the reasons why people go back to school, is to get that confidence and to learn from other people. And so, yeah, I would say that this is just a plus. This is a plus to all the schools I can think of. But If you're applying, apply to the top school too. Number 5, you can go back and create change. A lot of us that come from low and middle income country have the vision of going back home and creating change and creating impact, taking some of this wealth of experience, taking some of this network that we've made, taking some of the knowledge that we've gained, back to these countries and help. And some of us don't have the opportunity to do that immediately after our studies, we're just preparing ourselves for the opportunity. And you do have an extra chip on your shoulder when you come from a top school. People want to hear what you have to say. Your voice is a little bit more louder and you can contribute better to the space. You just have so much access to opportunities in ways that you can't imagine. Currently, I'm on a postgraduate fellowship here in the US, and it's an opportunity that's only open to people that graduate from my school. They're just very, very small perks and some unique opportunities that you might only be privy to if you do end up going to an Ivy League school or a top school. Yeah, so submit the application. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. My last advice is gonna be the most cliche advice ever, but it's very relevant. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to, especially if you're holding back because of you don't think you're gonna fit in here, don't do that to yourself. Submit your application. And fun fact is that most of the top schools have application fee waivers. I submitted my application to Harvard without paying an application fee. And I used the same statement of purpose that I used for the other schools I submitted to. I just, I tweaked it and changed it. So if you're going to be submitting the same materials, especially if your program is one that requires the same materials for, the same statement of purpose and this and that, if you're going to be doing that, you might as well just submit the application, apply for a waiver and submit the application. You have nothing to lose. You lose 100% of the chances you don't take. So if you don't submit, you don't get in. If you submit and you don't get in, you don't get in regardless. But if you submit, you have a chance of getting in. So bet on that chance and submit the application. Don't hold yourself back. Someone is going to get in next year. Why can't it be you? Oh my God, this is my first YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. This was really hard for me to do and I was in my head for the past 5 months. But I'm so glad you made it this far. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to, and share with someone that you think this might encourage or help. I'm always available to answer questions. I'm always available to help people as much as possible. My email is going to be in the description box. So please send me an email if you have some questions and you want to know more. I will be filming more videos on my stats and my personal statements and some of the other things, my experiences in the coming weeks. And I hope you're able to learn from them. I hope my video encourages you one way or the other. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye. Oh, good night. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm originally from Nigeria and I'm just... God, why is this so hard? It shouldn't be so hard, but it is.